In this step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create your own ChatGPT using Loveable and n8n. This is going to be a complete no-code tutorial where we'll use Loveable as our front end and n8n AI agent as a backend to create a seamless interaction just like you would in a normal ChatGPT. So without wasting too much time, let's jump right into the video. All right, so I'm in my Loveable dashboard. If you don't have an account, quickly sign up for an account. They give you a free trial or a free version, which you can use 5 messages a day. So once you're here, the first thing we need to do is we need to come up with a prompt for this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my community here. So I'm going to go to my classroom section and go to the deep dive topics here. So I did an entire deep dive topics on like full stack web apps with Loveable n8n. So if you're interested in kind of going through the details and finding exactly how to connect full stack apps, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description. I'm going to come to this section right here in the bottom. I'm going to go and I've generated this like Loveable universal prompt generator, but you can use for Claude or ChatGPT to essentially come up with a prompt for your Loveable. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to come over to ChatGPT. So what we're going to build is basically a clone of ChatGPT, right? Because that's where we can have an interface like this where we can ask questions and it's going to send that information back to our n8n AI agent, and that's going to send that information back to our user interface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I want to I said I want to create an app with loveable.dev that's a clone of ChatGPT. Use the prompt template below, come up with a comprehensive prompt for Loveable, and use the following n8n webhook for communication. So now I'm going to go ahead and paste that comprehensive universal prompt. So you're going to leave everything as it is. One thing we need to do is we need to add our webhook URL here. So the way to do that is you're going to head over to your n8n workflow. You're just going to create a first step and you're just going to use on webhook call. So here's where you'll change the test. You're going to use the test URL, but I'm just going to change the path here from this long gibberish. So I'm just going to put my name, or you can put whatever you want. After that, make sure you're changing the method to post, and then I'm going to copy this. And that's all you need to do, right? So you're going to come back here, and I've taken care of all of the communication, everything within this universal prompt. So you don't have to worry about anything else. Just paste your URL here, the webhook URL, and press enter. So now this is going to come up with a comprehensive plan or a prompt for Loveable that we can just basically copy and paste. And as you can see, it has this section where it includes that webhook integration with n8n and that URL that we just pasted here. It's very, very simple. Again, you can use this, but if you can also you can use this because I've made this specifically for Loveable, or you can use your own way to kind of find out the details and come up with a prompt. All right, so I'm just gonna use, oops, that is not what I meant to do. I'm just gonna copy this, go to the bottom, and now we're gonna copy this, go to Loveable, and all you have to do is just paste, okay? So once you paste that long prompt, now Loveable is going to go ahead and generate everything, and it's going to give you a preview later on. But in the meantime, it's going to go ahead and create all the code. So it's going to see on the left-hand side, it tells you exactly what's going to happen. So now it's going to write the code. In the meantime, let's switch over to n8n. So that way we can do this as soon as possible. So now that information will be coming into the webhook here, and we're going to test it out in a little bit. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and add our AI agent. So I'm going to click on Advanced AI. Add AI agent. So for the chat model, I'm just going to use ChatGPT or a GPT-4o mini. You can add, something else if you want. We can add a memory as well, but we can do that later on. We can also add a SERP API, so that way it has access to internet and relevant data. You can also yep, there you go. So just SERP API is very easy. Credential is really easy to make. You can just go ahead and click on new credential, add your API key, and you're all set. And again, that also has a free version as well. So now once we have this information that will be coming in from our webhook, we're going to go ahead and change this from connect to chat trigger to define below. And now we're going to basically add that message that we'll be sending from our n8n front end to here. So once we send that, we're going to come back and drag that over here. In the meantime, this is good to go at this point. So let's go ahead and shut this down for now, and then we're going to test this out once the front end is built. So right now Loveable is still working. Let this finish. Let's let this finish. And there you go. It looks like it finished the first edition. As you can see, it says error. it's the great thing about Loveable is that if you summon some kind of error, all you have to click is try to fix it, and it will automatically fix everything. That's the beauty of this no code tools nowadays. You don't have to do anything. You just basically click on fix it or just add a screenshot, and it will take care of everything on its own. So we're going to see the first iteration here. If we don't like the look and feel, we can always add a screenshot of like the UI or the user interface that we want, and then it can update it now. It can update that user interface as well. All right, perfect. So it looks like it got done. It's got this nice user interface. Again, feel free to change it. It has this type of message, so it looks similar to ChatGPT. But let's say I wanted to have it look a certain way. So for example, I want it to look like this. All I have to do is just put the screenshot, right? Take a screenshot, come back to Loveable and say, please update the UI. Please update the UI to look like the attached. Right, we're going to press enter and it's going to go ahead and update the UI and make the changes. And then, it named itself Conversatopia, but you can feel free to change that if you want as well. And there you go. Perfect. It's done. It looks exactly actually like this. See, it's very well done. All right, cool. So now let's go ahead and test this out, right? So I'm just going to say hello, press enter. So now this is going to send that. And whoops, I forgot to actually test the workflow here. All right, now that workflow is testing. It says waiting for you to call the test URL. So I'm just going to go back to, we can close this actually. Go back to right here and just say hello again. Hello testing. Okay. So now let's see if it went through, and perfect. There you go. The webhook received the message hello testing, right? So it looks like the webhook communication was working great. So now let's go ahead and now attach this. So if I go ahead and activate my AI agent, now we can see that we're getting all of this data. So it's going to send you a lot of headers. What we're going to do is come down to the body and just grab the message here, and literally that's all you need, right? So now let's go ahead and add also a respond to webhook, because we need to send this response back to the front end. So the first thing you need to do is you come to your webhook, change the respond from immediately to respond to webhook node. So now this is going to look for a webhook at the end. So that's why you're going to search for respond or a webhook, and you will see it says respond to webhook. So you're going to add this, change this from first incoming item to all incoming item, and now we're all set. So now let's go ahead and delete and test again. And let's try this one more time. Okay, let this reload. Hi, what is the date today? Or whatever. Let's just see what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna set that, and in the left hand side, there you go. It processed everything. It sent the response back. Let's see what it says. I'm sorry, I didn't receive proper response. Please try again. So now it looks like we're not getting the proper response. If I go back here, it says today's date is March 21st, 2025, which is accurate actually, because it used the SERP API tool. So now it looks like it's sending the response back properly, but this is not receiving it. So all you have to do is come to the left hand side and say, looks like we are not getting the response back from n8n webhook, and press enter, right? So I just said, looks like we're not getting the response back from n8n webhook. So now it should be able to fix that. All right, so it looks like fix the webhook response handling in index.tsx. So it looks like it should work now. Okay, so it looks like it fixed everything. Let's refresh the page, and let's go back to our workflow here. I'm going to test the workflow, and I'm going to say, what is the capital of Spain? Boom, press enter. Go back here, and it looks like it responded. The capital of Spain is Madrid. Perfect, right? So if I go to an AI agent, the capital of Spain is Madrid. Perfect. So let's do something, ask them about today's weather. What is the weather like today in San Francisco? I want to make sure it's using the SERP API. There you go. Perfect. So it's using that. So now it's going to process that, and it's going to send that information back. The current weather in San Francisco 58 degrees and cloudy. Okay, which is true. The current weather in San Francisco 58 degrees and cloudy. Perfect, right? So it looks like everything's working, and everything sounds like it's sending the information back and forth. Feel free to change the user interface and everything like that, but the whole point of this video was for me to quickly show you how you can connect your n8n and build like a quick app with your own workflow inside n8n and a user interface with Loveable. All right, that's it. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. Again, make sure you're liking and subscribing, because I've got a lot of great content coming up. And if you want to check out a more deep dive about how to build front ends and full stack apps with n8n and Loveable in Cursor, make sure you check out the School community. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you in the next one.